the most important area. If you look at the risk today, that the interaction with communities has to be increased, it has to become more structured, and we have to capture feedbacks. I think there is a lot of writing.
Perwakilan Metro Mining Internasional. Posisi saya sekarang sebagai geologis database. Di sini saya hanya ingin menambahkan untuk isu dari PT Timah yang menurut PT Timah itu untuk isu sosial CSR itu tidak bisa dipadukan dengan IT. Nah, di sini saya ingin mencoba memberikan informasi untuk pengimplementasian IT di bidang CSR yang ada di Metro. Nah, kita sekarang memakai sistem IT yang ada, Pak. Jadi untuk data-data CSR, social issue dan social mappingnya itu kita integrasi yang penduduknya punya penghasilan misalkan gajinya di bawah rata-rata. Nah, itu bisa kita prioritaskan proyek kerja apa yang harus kita laksanakan nanti. Nah, jadi tambahan informasinya adalah isu-isu sosial CSR itu bisa kita analisis di dalam
moving things to cloud and making it simpler and less cheaper is the same. So to reduce this complexity of cost and implementation both, but also the kind of budgets we have to put for maybe block for years, right? So it is from that perspective the cost reduces. Secondly, it's very modular in nature now also, that you can identify which blocks. So even for a very small process and for a small business, you can deploy it at a very low cost. But for a big business, it depends on the processes, the coverage, the number of people using the system, how much it will cost for a particular customer has to be discussed in a particular situation as to what modules or solutions he is wanting and what has to be the scope, etc. to actually tell you, what it would cost. And as you go up, you move from also technical to strategic. Yeah. So I will talk about 4 things here. I think if you look at asset performance from a maintenance perspective, categorized into 4 areas. First is this yellow box, which is maintenance management. So I would say time-based maintenance or utilization-based maintenance or run to failure. So your routine execution of maintenance tasks, breakdown tasks or failure tasks or routine preventive maintenance, they fall here. Condition monitoring systems, and those condition monitoring systems can also be integrated. But at the end of the day, these condition-based maintenance things actually drive in direction of asset health monitoring, and then we're talking about criticality analysis and reliability centered maintenance. Criticality analysis. What is the critical assets for me to actually focus on? And do a more reliability centered maintenance or a failure mode kind of analysis to arrive at maintenance strategy. And then do a performance measurement in this blue box where you actually monitor both at the end of the shift, overall asset performance monthly, weekly, daily, or do predictive analysis basis costs and the other numbers of performance which we achieve, right?
So we basically look across the 3 activities the pit and underground, the processing facilities, and the smelting and refining. And we really do work hard with our partners, because one of the key things is going forward, and Vimal touched on this just a few moments ago, the reality is the likelihood of you having a one-to-one relationship with a supplier to solve a problem in 2015 is very low. Come from that, and the sum of all of those parts is much greater than any one of them individually that you can achieve. I mean, actually understand where people, things, and plant and equipment are and where they're moving, both in the pit and underground. So to that extent, Cisco has a partnership with a company called Aeroscout. Aeroscout make RFID tags of various sorts, in helmet, on equipment. They can do all sorts of weightometer type devices, and they've got a very, very powerful capability at understanding how you use low frequency signals to actually understand where people and things are in the plant or underground, so that you can actually map it and see where people are if there's an event, and certainly track people when they are looking to evacuate in case of an emergency. A very, very important task. Just asking the local Cisco board to say, think people, who else should be involved in the discussion so that we unlock the power of partnership? Because we shouldn't underestimate that.
IT menjadi rigid, nggak bisa menjadi perubahan sistem yang cepat. Bagaimana kita mengadres tersebut? Expert menjadi salah satu jawaban. Bagaimana untuk boleh menjawab keputusan IT dilakukan secara cepat. Oke, saya nggak panjang sini. Tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Pak Stuart di sini. Kurang lebih ini referensi yang kami miliki. Nah, habis pada akhir. Jika ada pertanyaan, saya ada di sini.
Okay. In over 25 years of experience, spanning a variety of senior roles across the retail, financial services, utility and mining industry, Gary has been at the intersections of many technology disruptions that businesses have had to navigate their way through. Having worked closely with...
And thank you for the opportunity to be here. Just very quickly, some of you may or may not have heard of Waktu as a company. So a very large global systems integration company, operating 59 countries around the world. We do about $7 billion US in revenue. In terms of Indonesia, we've been here for the past 5 years, and currently we service banking and financial services customers. We have over 100 staff working here in the country. So we thought this was just a fantastic opportunity to come with SAP and Cisco and NetApp and talk to you about what we're doing around the world in the mining industry. And if this is of interest to you, we'd love to sit down and have further conversations with you. I get the opportunity, and something of a privilege, I get to travel the world, talk to many mining companies, many senior executives about what I see going on around the world. And I've been speaking publicly about this for quite a few years. And in 2012, I presented in Germany, and I titled the presentation, "The Digital Mining Revolution, Are Mining Companies Ready?" And the reason I spoke about that was that we can look at other industries, and my background has come from different industries, and we've seen all of them go through some form of digital disruption of one sort or another. And relative to these other industries, mining is quite late to the game. We've invested capital in trucks and in plants and things that actually produce tons, and IT has been the poor cousin. It's been a cost, it's been an overhead, it hasn't been very well understood, it's fair to say, and I'm saying those days are over. We've heard a lot today around, the technology solutions that are there, but also we've heard a lot about that there needs to be scale. Our business unit within Wipro, I work for a business unit called Energy.
Berikan tepuk tangan yang meriah. Dan membantu saudara. digital dan connected, kalau saya boleh meminjam kata-kata Pak, digital dan connected merupakan masa depan dari pertambangan Indonesia. Oleh karena itu, SAP beserta dengan partner-partnernya dapat memberikan solusi untuk future mining pada perusahaan tambang. Dan satu lagi, kalau misalnya masih ada pertanyaan